All right, so Brad mentioned this in the last video that we did, in the last chat that we had, but this forgot to mention all of the extra kind of rules per se for this tournament. Before we do that, I want to get into first things first. Check the website. All right. To be honest, I'm kind of getting tired of these questions of what time is the game starting? What time do we play? What time on Monday or Tuesday? Can we push it back later? Um, I'm tired of that. Like this, I showed you the schedule. I just showed you the schedule. I get it for like the past like couple of weeks. You've been asking me those questions, but now if like from now until the tournament starts, if I get questions like that, I'm just going to say, check the website or check your phone or check the group chat because it's in there. Once the tournament starts, the game times will be in the tournament as well, or in the bracket as well. Okay. You don't need to be asking me questions and taking time out of my day to figure out something that you can easily figure out just by looking at either the group chat, your pictures, if you took them. I highly suggest you take pictures of the schedule and the brackets, or the schedule, the tournament teams, and the um, East, West, and Central stuff. Okay, I highly recommend you take pictures of that because it will help you so much more than just asking me. Okay, so from now on, I'm just gonna say check the group chat or check the tournament or check the tournament bracket. That's all I'm gonna give you. Second, I need you to check the bracket every single day the tournament's up. Okay, because once the games are done, they're going to be input into the tournament right away. All right, so you'll know your next assignment right then and there. Okay, so you have to be checking the bracket every single day. After every single time zone, after every single time slot is done, check the bracket so you know who you're going to play next. Third, what I forgot to mention in the last one for the matches is it's a best 2 out of 3 maps. All right. So if you win 2 maps, if your team wins 2 maps, then you guys advance. All right. And what you'll do to prove to me that you have that you're playing your match is when the matches start and when they end, you're gonna or when the match ends, like when a map ends, I want you to send me the score, like a picture of it on my Instagram. Okay. So you're gonna send me that. After the next map, you're gonna send me the score again. All right. If you know your team won 2 out of 3 matches, then you can just tell me so and so advances, so and so is knocked out. Okay. I want both captains to do that. So there's no cheating. All right. No manipulating the score whatsoever. Okay. That is the basic rules for that. And I need that as soon as that map finishes up. Once the match is done, then I want to see pictures of it right as it's over. Because the thing is, with 3-hour time slots, matches could run long. Okay. And if I don't have something to prove which team moves on to the next round, then I cannot start that round. Okay. This is solely reliant on you guys doing your share. All right. So, other than that, I'm going to run through the basic settings of what's going to be in this tournament or how the matches will be set up likely. So, like I said about the map bans, it's the 7 maps from Pro League. Higher seed decides what map to ban first. Then you start the 3. Then you start to set up the match. All right. So we're going to use Cafe as an example here. So its time of day is always set to day. You do not play nighttime matches. HUD settings is Pro League. Match settings, we'll go over that later. Game mode is always bomb. Always bomb. All right. So Once that's done, that's it. We're going to go on to the next one. So this is the first part of the match setting. Number of bands is 4. Band timer is 20. Number of rounds 12. Attacker, defender, role swap is 6. Overtime rounds is infinite. And you have to win by 2 for the overtime score differential. Overtime rule change is 1. Objective rotation parameter is 2. On to the next one. Objective type rotation is rounds played. Attacker unique spawn on. Pick phase timer is 30. 6th pick phase is on with a pick phase timer of 15 seconds. Reveal phase is 9 seconds. Damage handicap and friendly fire, don't really touch those except just make sure that at 100. Reverse friendly fire off. Injured 20. Sprint on, lean on. Death replay off. That's the big one. And then on to, this is the bomb setting. So plant and defuse duration are 7 seconds, fuse time 45 seconds, diffuse carrier selection on, prep phase 45, action phase 180. All right, so those match settings. Don't worry, they will be in the Instagram group chat as well. Just in case, all right, if you're watching this on YouTube, I want you to take a picture of this, exactly this, all right? I'm gonna leave my mouse there for a second. I want you to take a picture of this schedule because this is what you're going to go off of. I am not gonna tell you when you are gonna play. If you're not showed up within 10 minutes of your match starting, then you will not win that match. You forfeit the match. You don't forfeit just that one map. You forfeit the whole match, all right? So that's another thing. The team, so if the 2 team captains have coordinated and they have started it on time or within 10 minutes, just keep doing that. Other than that, these are the rosters for the teams, all right? I'm gonna leave this here for a second. If, say, you're in the middle of a match, just go to this video, watch it, and then just come to this kind of portion of it, pause it, kind of locate it. All right, and then I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. There we go. Should do that right there. That's the rest of those are the rest of the teams. Like I said before, if there's not a player that's listed on here that is playing in the game, and if he's not listed on here, then they cannot start the match without it, okay? Because we want to prevent as many unfortunate things that will happen as much as possible. Like last time we had a couple of DDoSers that we weren't aware of, but we quickly found that out, and we have made sure that they received their fair share of bans, all right? So there is that. Rules and regulations. We're going to open this up, all right? So these are the rules. All matches played on Central U.S. servers, except with the exception of if it's 2 Pacific teams, then play on Pacific servers. If it's 2 Eastern teams, play on Eastern servers, all right? Central teams play on Central servers. If it's across, then you play on Central no matter what. All right, toxicity rules are as follows. If a player teabags or no-nos after a round is over, that is their first warning. And to prove that, you send a clip of that to me, the tournament director, through Xbox, all right? We will review it and issue out warnings for that such. Make sure that your clips are set to 30 seconds. I'm not gonna sit there and watch 5-minute clips, all right? Just make sure of that, all right? Not calling anybody out, I'm just reminding you because I had that set for myself. Or does it a second time, then he is automatically dropped from the match, all right? And if the team does not drop him, as soon as that happens from that match, then that team will forfeit that match, all right? It's a pretty strict rule, all right? No, we're not being toxic dicks, all right? This is a game of sportsmanship, and we respect each other for coming out here, all right? If the player does it a third time, then they will receive a 1-match ban. All right. 1-match ban, which means if we go to the tournament, so say, we'll just use my team, for example. If one of my players, if this is his third time doing it within like 1 match, then that means if we advance to this round 3, he cannot play in this until he can only play in round 4. So say Reap's player does it there twice, then they advance to face Dinosaurs. He does it there once. He just dropped from the match immediately. If they win, then he cannot play in round 3. He can only play in round 4. All right. As just an example. If he does it a 4th time, he is banned from the tournament completely. All right. 4 times is very generous. 4th time will also result in their first team warning. All right. The only other time a team can receive a warning is if 4 different players do it. And it's their first warning. 4 warnings is equal to 1 team warning. All right. A second team warning will get you thrown out of the tournament. All right. That's that. No questions asked. No, I didn't mean that. No, you're done. All right. So next part is mouse and keyboard. If you're using mouse and keyboard on Xbox, it's just a personal rule. If you do that, you're a pussy. All right. Go play PC. You just don't try to outclass anybody on mouse and keyboard on Xbox. Xbox is for sticks users only, controllers only. All right, I know some people want to use elite controllers. I have no problem with that. But no mouse and keyboard. If you think somebody uses mouse and keyboard, send in a clip. We'll look over it. We'll send it to the appropriate people to handle that, and they will determine if they are a mouse and keyboard. So, failure to provide 4 players in a match within 10 minutes of the scheduled start time, we've already gone over that, result in an automatic forfeit. 2-0 loss. So providing an unrostered player during a match will also be considered cheating, as they are not rostered, so we don't know who they are. This will result in an automatic, well, I wouldn't say result in an automatic forfeit, but if it's past 10 minutes and you don't have a replacement, then it's a forfeit, all right? DDoSing is also strictly prohibited. DDoSing accusations will be taken seriously, and anybody caught DDoSing will result in a full 1-year suspension. A full team suspension for a year. I forgot to add that. Yes, if you have a DDoSer on your team, and if we deduce that he's been DDoSing, then your whole team is banned, all right? We don't want to deal with any of that. We already gone through all these. You'll see this in the Instagram group chat. Higher seed hosts the match, so you'll make that. Higher seed gets first map ban, and then first map, on the first map, higher seed chooses the first map and starts on which side they want to start on defense. Lower seed chooses second map, and then extra map will be tiebreaker. Higher seed chooses that. All right. So here are the Pro League maps if you didn't know: Villa, Consulate, Bank, Clubhouse, Cafe, Border, and Coastal. Other than that, if you have any questions, just feel free to put it in the Instagram group chat, and I'll answer them as soon as possible. But that will be about it. So I thank you guys for joining this tournament, and please pay attention to these videos.